Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a good video over here lined up for you guys where I'm going to be covering some war style content so we can start gearing up for the upcoming CWL. So the difference between like war style content and legend style content is that we get to kind of plan like smaller things that we want to do in our army. Sure, like you can see the army I have ready over here is a super bowler smash, and I'm not going to be using any seasonal troops or any of the seasonal spells as well. So yeah, I have some small differences in my army, and we are going to try to make it very specific to the bases that we attack, and I'll show you how you can start planning what attack you can use for specific bases and the smaller adjustments that you should make in your army for those bases. Alright, so let's just dive right into the bases. We'll start with a plan for each base that I have lined up for you, and then we'll dive right into a live attack. Alright, let's hop in. Okay, so for our first base over here, we can see it's a very heavy core style base. We've got like really good rage tower placements, and you can see it's not entirely symmetrical. Like we have a relatively exposed eagle, and I guess the sweepers are also kind of protecting the area away from the eagle. So it looks like a good base for Town Hall 16. I can't really lie. But we are going to try to exploit some weaknesses that are there on this base, and as you guys saw in the first minute of this video, I did have a super bowler smash cooked up, and we are going to try to take this base down with it. So I'm just going to briefly describe the plan over here before going into the live attack. If it fails, it fails, but here's what you can do to try to plan and at least increase your chances of success. And it's fine, like sometimes we will fail, but even if I do fail in these attacks, you guys will like get to learn from the failures as well. But that being said, let's just dive right into the plan I had for this base. So again, like I was talking about this this area over here where we have the eagle that's kind of exposed, and if you even have a look, like the clan castle is also pretty out on the edge, I would say. So if I had to go with a very naive plan, and I did like a warden walk like this, and I did like maybe a flame finger or something over here and pushed my smash over here, then I would be fighting the enemy CC while I was over here, and I do not want that to happen, because like we have all of this multi-targeting style defenses over here, and there's a good chance that my bowlers could splash onto the town hall and I'd have to fight that as well. So that is definitely not a viable plan, I would say, in my opinion. But instead, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take advantage of the CC position. You can see it's pretty much on the edge. Like we can easily pull the CC out with maybe a few troops, and I'm going to take complete advantage of that. So instead, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to like drop a balloon over here, and it should survive and go towards the core. Even pull out any Teslas in this void compartment if there are any. And what I'm going to do after that is, so now if the balloon has taken this down, so even if there was a Tesla that popped up in this compartment, I'm going to use like a giant to go for this wizard tower, and it'll pull out anything that's there inside the clan castle. So after that happens, I'm just going to pull the CC up to the top, and I'm going to have like a warden walk going on over here, and I'm going to try to just do like this much of a funnel, you could say, with the warden at the same time. And this, after I've pulled the clan castle, this also opens up value for a flame flinger right over here. Yep, so this much for our flame flinger, and that should be it for the funnel on this side. And so now that we have this much now that we have this much of the base taken care of with the help of our warden and our flame flinger, you can see that there's a lot of trash on this side over here. So I'm going to be using the queen to funnel. You can see that the wizard tower is also like only 3 tiles from this wall over here. So I'm going to take advantage of that as well. The queen can reach the wizard tower over the wall, and she can definitely set a funnel like this to begin with and continue going down. So that is definitely something that we can take advantage of. I will also break this wall for the queen so that she can hopefully grab the multi-inferno and go on. If she doesn't grab it, it's not too much of an issue. It's just something to help the bowlers kind of stay in this path over here. So yeah, overall we're gonna be having a very nice funnel like this, and our queen is gonna do a good job like this, and that just leaves, like, I'm gonna place a jump like this, and we can just shoot our bowler straight through the middle. After that, it's just a matter of being very efficient with our spell placement, our spell timing, and using our hero abilities at the right time. Luckily, the monolith is right beside the town hall as well, so we don't have to worry too much about damage on the back end. And yeah, I'm gonna have the phoenix on my king, and you can see that I'm gonna try to preserve him for this back end area, because it's a lot of point targeting defenses, you could say. So keeping him alive for that back end is going to be definitely helpful. This rage tower is covering both the scatter shots and the town hall. So yeah, overall this is definitely going to be a better approach, because we have a plan for the eagle early, and we are gonna smash through. I would say, like, this area over here is heavier than the area on the back, and of course we will use the royal champion as and when we need. Anyways, that being said, let's just dive right into the attack. Alright, we are in. So I'm not gonna start with the flame finger. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the wizard tower first, and then I'm gonna drop the giant so it can kind of go ahead and pull the clan castle. So that's good for us. Yep, we're pulling the CC. Alright, cool. That's not a very dangerous CC for us to deal with. This should be fine. Just gonna use the poison as well over here. I forgot to mention this, but I have the life gem on my warden. I do not have the rage gem equipped, even though I have upgraded it, because we are going to deal with a very heavy core, and I do not want I don't want a lot of damage to go on my bowlers. I would rather have the HP buff, because I'm going to be keeping them very, very raised up anyway. What I'm also going to do, okay, yeah, so this is also an important thing. Definitely just place like an archer or two wherever you feel like you can quickly start cleaning up behind your troops. And let's see where this wall breaker goes. Okay, that's so nice for us. Yeah, that's literally perfect. Okay, time to keep an eye on the warden. I don't want him to use his ability right over here. He's about to start fighting the enemy warden as well. So I'm just gonna like rage a little bit aggressively, and I think I can push for the X-bow. That should be fine. I'll start the queen as well, because she has a lot of trash to cut through. And I'll use the king to funnel the queen downwards, and I can even drop the yeti in front of the queen. Alright, now I can pull the warden up top, and we are moving. Yep, that's the rest of the balloons. I can drop this one wall breaker out over here. This should be fine. I'm just gonna freeze up, and then I'm gonna let the ice golem freeze the rest of the core. This is looking so good right now. Just gonna freeze up everything in the core again. Pop my warden ability first. The queen, sure, she went to ability, but it is okay. This is not a problem for us at all. Okay, keep an eye on where most of your bowlers are, so those bounces can really do a lot of heavy damage. Flame Finger did a good job. I'm gonna pop my king now. He's got the giant gauntlet on. It's really good for these core style bases. And yeah, the base is crushed, but we are looking a little bit short on time. Just gonna try to clean up as fast as possible. Drop the skeleton spell as well, why not? Alright, yeah, that was a good plan. The Flame Finger did a good job of clearing out the entire left side, and the Royal Champion pretty much just had to clean up. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, for our next base over here, we've got like a box style base which has like side by side rages over here, and you can see it's like adapted for Town Hall 16 as well, so it's not a Town Hall 15 base I'm attacking. But what I'm going to do over here is I've got another Super Bowler Smash kind of army cooked up for this one, but the attacking style is going to be extremely different. That's the only reason I decided to use another Super Bowler Smash, because of how different this style of attack is. So I'm going to be doing like a queen charge into a smash. I'm just basically the weakness on this base that I'm exploiting is this open compartment right over here. Like they're giving me free entry to the town hall, and there's not even like much damage honestly around the town hall compared to how some box bases are built, and I'm gonna take complete advantage of that. And for that, I'm just gonna do something very simple. I'm just gonna basically, for these box base style setup where I do a queen charge, I just need to ensure that I cut the corners enough in some way or the other. The queen should usually grab the town hall, and this sets the path for the bowlers to go to the core, like that. So that is what the plan usually is going to look like. And what I'm going to do over here is I'm also going to try to plan what I should be taking in my CC and some smaller adjustments that I should make in my army as well. So over here, I'm just going to be using the flame flinger to kind of funnel out this corner, and it's definitely going to survive enough to go towards the royal champion, the mortar, the scatter shot, that entire area. So instead of taking yetis in my clan castle, I think I'll be taking super minions in my clan castle for this one, just because they can easily take out the royal champion, and hopefully they can even live on to grab some value in this area as well. But I'm not completely relying on it. It's just a big maybe, but that's perfectly fine for us, because if you have a look at the rest of our plan, you can see like I'm going to basically queen charge the town hall. Yes, there's a multi archer tower over here, and I'm going to be taking like damage to my healers probably for some time, but I'm going to try to account for that. If it gets too bad, I'm going to start using my spells, but overall it should be fine. I'm gonna try to wait for, like, I'm gonna take advantage. Like, we have storages over here, and I don't want this air defense to be targeting my healers. So I'm gonna just start the flame finger, wait for a little bit, just let the flame finger kind of start approaching the air defense. You can see it's not exactly targeting anything on the edge. So I can definitely start my queen as the flame finger is about to kind of take the air defense down. But again, like, nothing for us to be very concerned about. After that, for the other corner, I'm going to be using my king, and what he's going to do is, after he kind of like parts through this area and he goes in here, I can use his ability, maybe even invest a skeleton spell or a freeze, and he can help actually take out the enemy queen. Maybe even with his phoenix ability, he can grab the scatter shot. So that's like superb for us, honestly, and that's really good for him. So that is the plan for the other side of the funnel. This side we've got the flame flinger. I'm just gonna start my queen right over here. She should path through the town hall, because the enemy king is also going to start like targeting her. And overall, I think we'll have like a very thin, nice path set for our bowlers. I'm guessing this is what the queen is going to take out. Yeah, this much of the base. And as soon as the town hall goes down, I'm going to drop my bowlers. I'm going to drop my entire smash onto that wizard tower. And definitely keep an eye out for the timing of how I drop things, because now we've even got the town hall poison duration nerf, and that's going to help us a lot for this kind of approach. Yeah, depending on how the king deals with the enemy queen, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my royal champion either from this side or from this side after the flame flinger drops, or after the king has like gone to Phoenix. So I'm not entirely sure. It depends on how the plan goes while I'm attacking, and you'll see that in action. And that also allows me to either place my jump spell like this or like this. So depending on which side gets more value, I'll be placing my jump spell on the opposite side to deal with the other side of the base, which was not dealt with appropriately. And you can see, like, suppose I placed my jump spell like this, then I'll have access to the expo, ricochet cannon, scatter, rage tower, the entire core, and I'll have access to the eagle on the back end. So overall, it's going to be amazing. This is exactly where I'm going to be popping my warden ability as well, because both the rage towers are going to go off at the same time. And yeah, that's it for the plan. Let's just dive right into the attack. Okay, so I actually made some more changes to my army before I decided to go into the attack. So I replaced the poison lizard on my warden with the frosty, and I've brought some giants, and I've got a third ice golem. I've removed all of my wall breakers because I don't really need them, and I've also placed the rage gem on the warden because I'll be investing a lot of resources in my queen charge, considering how deep the town hall is. So that's definitely going to be more beneficial for us. The bowlers are not going to be taking any damage until we reach the core, but that is exactly when I'm going to be using my warden ability anyway. So the rage gem is going to be more beneficial in this case because there's not going to be much damage, and by the time we do reach the damage, the entire base is going to just be gone. So let's just see how this works out for us. Alright, let's just dive right into the video. The attack. Okay, so the reason I got the third ice golem and the giants is so that I can have some initial tanking out in front for the multi-archer tower. But let's just quickly go check for traps. Nothing's out there. So let's just check if we can do something to save on time a little bit. I don't really see much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop this baby dragon over here to ensure that the king does not walk right back in. Maybe I can drop the yeti as well later on to help support the king, but again, that's something we're gonna worry about later. As of such, even this much of a funnel is enough for our bowlers to keep walking in. And yeah, I'm just gonna drop an archer or two right behind. And yeah, alright, let's just go in. So far, this is not gonna look too bad. I think just having that initial tanking out in front is gonna help us. The air defense is gone as well. The queen's gonna start taking some damage over here, but nothing that I did not really expect, I would say. She's gonna start taking a lot of damage over here. I have to be a little careful. My flame finger popped because of the mortar over there, which is expected. I'm gonna start freezing up stuff as well. And we can start the king, the yeti. And as soon as the town hall drops, I'm just gonna pretty much start with the bowlers and the smash. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm gonna place the spell onto the right a bit. Yeah, the queen has gone to ability, but no problems. So let's just get moving. I'm gonna pop the water ability early because of the red mines that are coming on the healers, and let's just see what the bowlers can do now. It's all up to them. Yep, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, we can start from the bottom. The entire core has literally exploded. There's nothing left, but we are running a bit low on time, so I'm gonna try to start the cleanup. And let's see, do we need to save on anything? I'm just gonna use the freeze on the multi inferno just to be safe. Keep cleaning up behind the royal champion. We have a skeleton spell left, but I don't see any case to really use it. So yeah, that jump in the core after you can get your bowlers through just fine. It's okay. Even if you lose your queen ability while you're fighting the town hall, it's perfectly fine. It's nothing to be scared about. Just try to preserve 1 or 2 rages for the entire core, and once you place that rage, use your warden ability. Oh my god, the bowlers can just do so much of work because bases are not ready for you to attack from behind. This video actually turned out being much longer than I expected, so I'm gonna just keep it to 2 war attacks over here. I actually have 2 more war attacks that I wanted to show you guys with different planning, and they're actually not super bowler smash armies, so definitely stay tuned for those ones. I will go as in depth as I did for this video for those 2 as well. There's going to be a much higher chance I fail those because those are armies I have not used in a long time. But that's it for this video. Do stay tuned for the next video where I do cover more war planning. And yeah, if you did enjoy this one, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. It's all just to help the channel. And if there's anything you'd like to say to me, feedback or criticism, whatever it may be, do feel free to reach out in the comments. I do have a Discord of my own, You can reach out to me over there as well. If anybody's interested, I'd be happy to share my username. So yeah, that's all for me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, I see you guys in the next one. Peace.